In today's news, mental health and disability services must be prioritized, says Mathar. CARICRIS says VI shows high creditworthiness and stable outlook. 12 students advance in primary school spelling bee. BVI athletes qualify for Oregon NCAA Track and Field Championships. We have the details of this and much more when 284 News returns.
At Higher BVI, we're not just about business. We're about empowering lives, and that is because we aspire to inspire. By choosing us, you're supporting a company that believes in equal opportunities, diversity, and community growth. Our mission goes beyond profit. It's about providing HR solutions, fostering talent, and leaving a positive impact. Join us in building a better future, a better BVI. Choose Higher BVI, where your support isn't just a transaction, it's a transformation. Together, we're changing lives in these beautiful Virgin Islands.
Yo, everything good there?
Aye. This thing got me one way that day.
What you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What you really? Hey, this ain't like you,
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out that trouble me.
Wow. What your name is?
Shit. I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know I hop. I watching ball. I been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.
Hello everyone and welcome to this edition of 284 News. It is Monday, June 2nd, 2025. I'm Ron Grant, bringing you the very latest out of Tortola in the Virgin Islands. Thank you so much for joining us and happy Monday's wish to all. Tortola at-large representative, the Honorable Stacey Mathar, believes mental health in the BVI is an issue and they can no longer afford to ignore it. Mathar's comments were made on the Alliance's radio program, Pulse of the People. He also says the territory needs to broaden and fund disability services.
In addition to the physical and economic challenges, mental health is an issue we can no longer afford to ignore. Life stresses, economic hardship, disaster recovery, and social isolation have taken their toll, yet stigma and outdated laws prevent many from seeking help. We must update and amend the Mental Health Act of 2014 to invest further in early detection and treatment programs and train primary health providers to recognize and support those in need. Legislation is needed to expand mental health coverage in the National Health Insurance Plan. We should aim to have as many community health clinics with trained medical professionals, and support should be available to those facing acute stress, domestic violence, or disaster recovery. Most importantly, we must foster a culture of compassion and understanding so that no one suffers in silence. Now, I must highlight the situation of our differently able citizens and disability services. Although progress has been made in early intervention, adult day support, and autism programs, there is still a significant gap in comprehensive inclusive services. Many individuals continue to face obstacles in accessing education, employment, and full societal participation. We must broaden and adequately fund disability services, force strict accessibility standards in all public spaces, and enact laws that guarantee equal opportunities in education and the workforce. Our ultimate aim should be a territory where everyone, regardless of ability, has a chance to thrive and contribute fully. Legislation and procedures are essential, but real change requires the will to act in the best interest of the people.
The British Virgin Islands has received a major credit upgrade from the Caribbean Information and Credit Rating Services Limited, which now ranks the territory at a CARI AA for both foreign and local currency obligations. This upgrade means the BVI is considered to have high creditworthiness compared to other Caribbean countries. CARICRIS also maintained a stable outlook, indicating that no significant changes, positive or negative, are expected in the near future. The announcement was welcomed by Premier and Minister of Finance, Dr. the Honorable Natalia D. Wheatley, who described the upgrade as a reflection of the territory's responsible economic management and long-term commitment to stability. He said, and I quote, "This demonstrates the resilience of our people, the strength of our governance, and our commitment to building a sustainable economy. Even in the face of global uncertainty, we are maintaining a steady course." According to the Premier, several key factors helped secure the improved rating: continued support from the United Kingdom, which adds to the territory's financial credibility; a high GDP per capita, supported by a strong tourism industry and a stable financial services sector; the use of the US dollar, which keeps inflation low and makes trade easier; and the adherence to the protocols of effective financial management, which guided the BVI's low debt and disciplined budget approach. Now, Honorable Wheatley added that maintaining and improving the territory's credit standing, even amid global economic pressure, shows that the BVI is focused on long-term fiscal strength and investor confidence. If the Virgin Islands continues on its current trajectory, it could eventually achieve a CARICRIS rating, the highest level of creditworthiness offered within the Caribbean region. By comparison, Anguilla currently holds a CARI-A rating reflecting good creditworthiness, while St. Lucia is considered to have adequate creditworthiness. CARICRIS is the Caribbean's leading independent credit rating agency, offering professional analysis of how reliably governments and corporations are likely to meet their financial obligations. The 2025 Spelling Bee competition has kicked off on a very high note, seeing students from across the territory's primary schools showing skill through spelling. The first round of the primary school's initial competition was held on Wednesday, May 28, 2025, with some 12 primary schools and students, moving on the finals. The competition began with 34 students who had approximately 3,000 words on their word list to familiarize themselves in preparation for the Spelling Bee. The primary school Spelling Bees will be held on Wednesday, June 4th, 2025, that's the finals, with the secondary school finals being held on Monday, June 2nd, 2025. Take a look at some highlights from the competition held on May 28, 2025. Education Minister in the Ministry of Education, Ms. Tanya Bertie, provided an overview of the competition.
Today, 34 students representing 17 primary schools are participating in the exciting event. Let's give them a well-deserved round of applause. You can do better than that. The goal of the competition is to promote students' understanding of proper word usage and pronunciation, expand vocabulary and encourage a love of reading, inspire excellence in spelling and language skills, provide students with an opportunity to connect and compete with their peers in an atmosphere of fun and camaraderie. The students are divided into two groups. Group A will go first, followed by Group B. The students competing today, and as I call their names, I would like you to stand and I would like the audience to give them a round of applause. And please excuse me if I call somebody's name incorrectly, because there are some names here.
Additionally, take a look at some of the highlights of the competition.
Your word is prompt. Prompt.
Can I have the definition, please?
To make somebody decide to do something, to cause something to happen.
Prompt. P-R-O-M-P-T. Prompt.
That is correct. Victor Soriano.
Your word is chrome. Chrome.
Definition, please.
A hard, shiny metal used especially as a layer that protects another metal.
Chrome. C-H-R-O-M-E. Chrome.
That is correct.
Up next, talented youth recognized for work on a particular message and Grenadian leaders welcomed 12-member delegation on a 5-day leadership mission. We have the details of this and much more when 284 News returns.
Orange alert! Orange alert! Fire is spreading across the BVI. The fastest, most reliable, and affordable fiber internet service is here for you. Look out for fire in these new locations: Slaney, Duff Bottom, Manual Reef, Seacows Bay, Albion, Hannah's, Palestina, Pleasant Valley, and Havers. Fiber is in your area. Call 444-4444 or visit a CCT store to find out more and bring it home. More locations coming soon.
Life is unpredictable, and when a storm is coming, having a plan can make all the difference.
We need a plan in case of a hurricane. Everyone, let's work together on this.
This is where we go in case if we need to evacuate. This is safe away from flood zones.
I will use this room as our secure space if we have to stay home.
Don't forget to save our local contacts and also our off-island contacts.
Right, and we need to have a plan for our pets too. They can't go to shelters, so we need a safe place for them.
In case we get separated, we should have a meeting spot. How about the community center?
That's good, and we can leave a note there too.
I feel safe knowing we have a plan.
With a plan, you're not just preparing for the worst, you're taking control of the situation. A message from the Department of Disaster Management and 284 Media.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you all so much for sticking with us. Two of the British Virgin Islands' brightest sprint talents, Kelia Liburd and Jaleel Kroll, made history at the NCAA Division East preliminary round held from May 22nd to the 25th, 2025, officially punching their tickets to the NCAA Championships from June 11th to the 14th of this year at the University of Oregon. Kelia Liburd, representing Florida State College, delivered a stunning performance in the women's 400 meters, running 51.43 seconds to shatter Ashley Kelly's 18-year-old national record of 51.63 set back in 2007. Her time not only secured NCAA qualification, but also signaled her rival among the elite in her collegiate sprinting. Jaleel Kroll of the University of Central Florida followed with an equally historic feat in the men's 200 meters, clocking 19.95 seconds, smashing the 23-year-old BVI national record of 20.30 previously held by Dion Crabb since 2002. Kroll's time places him 6th in the world for the 2025 season, a remarkable achievement for the sprinter. With their new records, both athletes have secured their lanes at the upcoming NCAA finals at Hayward Field in Eugene, Oregon, one of the most prestigious stages of its collegiate athletes. The pair's accomplishments are being celebrated across the BVI, with fans and officials alike praising their performances as a defining moment in the territory's sporting history. Both Liburd and Kroll will represent their respective schools proudly, carrying the spirit and strength of the British Virgin Islands onto the national stage. Carly-Ann Jamez takes top place in art competition, while Aiden Thompson had top poetry submission as part of the Environmental Health Division's Caribbean Mosquito Awareness Competition. The competition sought to promote the involvement of children to appropriate the messaging of reducing mosquito breeding sites, commonly known as source reduction. The poetry competition was geared towards children ages 8 to 11, while the art competition sought the attention of children between 12 to 17. Acting Chief Environmental Health Officer Ms. Henrietta Alexander said that the first ever art and poetry competition held during Caribbean Mosquito Awareness Week 2025 showcased incredible creativity as well as insight from the participants. She said, and I quote, "Participants focused their work on the mosquito breeding sites, and the results were noting short of impressive. The depth of research and artistic expression displayed highlighted both talent and a strong understanding of the public health." Ms. Alexander hinted that there would be more of these kinds of activities in the future, stating, and I quote, "The enthusiasm and quality of submissions have set a strong foundation for future editions." For the art competition, Miss Kellyanne Jamez, a grade 7 student of the Elmore Stout High School, took the top prize, while her schoolmate grade 10 student, Unaya Stout, was awarded the second place prize. For the poetry competition, Aiden Thompson, a grade 5 student at the Alexandrina Maduro Primary School, took the top prize, while Janae James, a grade 6 student of Pelican Gate, was awarded second place. All the winners showed up with their parents to a brief congratulatory ceremony held at the Office of Environmental Health Division, while they had the opportunity to share their submissions with a very small gathering. The Spice Island of Grenada warmly welcomed 12 dynamic delegates from the Caribbean Canada Leaders Dialogue 2025 study tour as part of a regional initiative to foster stronger leadership, collaboration, and cultural exchange between the Caribbean and Canada. The journey began in Canada, where delegates united to embark on a transformative leadership experience across the Caribbean. Each destination explores a unique theme ranging from ethics and innovation to advocacy and development, reflecting the diverse challenges and opportunities within the region. The Grenada leg of the tour, held under the theme Impact-Driven Leadership, Creating Positive Change in Our Communities, focused on ethical and value-based leadership, featuring immersive learning experiences across various sectors. The delegation participating in the Grenada leg of the tour are Kendra Bizarre from Antigua and Barbuda, Brian Payne, Maisha King, Micro Morris, and Natalie Murray of Barbados, Mr. Kevin Foy from the British Virgin Islands, Marjorie Hibbert, Mavis Lyons, and Natasha Stewart, along with Noah Mogosi and Stephen Gotten from Canada, and Lizra Fabian from Dominica. Now, this very prestigious program, hosted by the Duke of Edinburgh Commonwealth Study Conference Canada, is being held from the 22nd to June 1st. Under the leadership of HRH Princess Anne, President Wes Hall, Chair, and Himi Matik, Lead Director. During their 5-day visit to Grenada, the delegates engage with a wide array of leaderships as well as institutions, exemplifying impactful leadership, including leaders from government officials, private sector, and civil society. These sessions allowed for insightful conversations around ethical leadership practices, sustainable development, and the unique role of young leaders within a transforming community. Participating Grenadian stakeholder commended the dialogue as a strategic initiative that aligns with national and regional goals for a strong leadership, youth engagement, and sectorial advancement. Members of the Grenada Steering Committee are Nicholas Steele, Michelle Steele, Alexandra Otway, and Colin Francis. Up next, festival theme, slogan, and honoree announced at launch event, and new COVID variants spread in concerning, but severity remains low. We have the details coming right up.
My name is Henry Bosch. I work for PPG. I'm here to explain to you the use of the Deltron NXT paint line and enviro-based high performance, one being solvent-borne and the next being waterborne. The difference is that one is totally manufactured with rosins and thinners and all the good stuff that solvents bring, versus our new technology, which is waterborne, which is 100% latex. What we're gonna do is that we reduce the solvent-borne with a DT885, which is a mid-temp reducer, and the waterborne uses T494, which is a waterborne reducer. We will today be using either DCU 2042, which is a speed clear, or we will be using DCU 2021, which is a classic. We have here our equipment. We have 8-ounce measuring cups, and we also have our 32-ounce mixing cup. We will also have with us our Venturi. This is a blower for us to dry the waterborne paint, which speeds up the process. The good thing about waterborne paint is that as soon as it evaporates, you're good to go. So now Gilligan will dilute the waterborne paint with the waterborne reducer. We made 8 ounces, that would be 1.6 ounce. It always has to be properly mixed until we get an even mixture within the paint mixing cup. So when we spray, we don't see uneven coats of color. So right now we're filling our paint gun with 8 ounces of diluted paint. We're gonna see how far 8 ounces will take us. Waterborne paint seems to look blotchy on your first coat. Don't pay no mind to that. Don't try to achieve full coverage on your first spray. Excellent. Let it dry. So the process in waterborne is 2 even coats, and then we have what we call a dust coat. Well, now we're gonna have Mr. Brown apply the first coat of clear on his waterborne panel. We'll let it flash off, and then he'll come back and coat it with his second coat to finish it off. As you had seen in the previous shots, we had a little blotchiness, and you'll see some patches. That's all due on purpose to sandpaper to prove that with Enviro-based high performance, all technicians, the body work has to end at 800 grit or plus. Well, Enviro-based is like we're trying to shift everyone into that slowly but surely. The entire west coast of the United States and all of Canada has already been on waterborne for the past 10 years. And now soon it'll be the eastern seaboard, which covers the Caribbean. So when that happens, we'll all be affected. So it's best to start now, start trying and applying waterborne, because eventually everyone will be on it. And referring to technicians, it's less harmful because it doesn't have all the toxic chemicals that solvent-borne paints do.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. The 71st Annual Virgin Islands Emancipation Festival was officially launched on Friday, May 30th, 2025, under the theme, Uniting Our Culture, Freedom, and Joy in the Virgin Islands for Festival 2025. The launch has signaled the emancipation for cultural events, which is known for bringing residents, visitors, as well as members of the diaspora to the BVI. The winner of the theme is Mrs. Brianna Henley Mathar, Uniting Our Culture, Freedom, and Joy in the Virgin Islands for Festival 2025, while Mr. Jacob Edwards came in with the winning slogan of Embrace the Past, Let Unity Thrive as we celebrate our culture at Festival 2025. New chairman of the VI Festival and Fairs Committee, Mrs. Natalie Penn Lake, presented the winners to the public.
And who's the winner? Mr. Jacob Edwards. Congratulations. And Natalie here is going to present you. No, come on stage.
All right, guys. So you guys were our winners for the slogan and theme for our 71st Virgin Islands Emancipation Festival 2025. And on behalf of the Virgin Islands Festival Affairs Committee, we just want to say thank you. Your entry was amazing. We loved it. I think it's synonymous to what we're trying to preach for this festival season and festival season to come. And we just want to say thank you and congratulations. You could clap, you know. Clap. Yeah.
The 2025 honoree was announced as Mr. Neil E. Frett. Now, Mr. Frett was present and introduced to the public.
Here. Come on. Neil has been involved in festivals for many, many years. You'll hear about his bio on the opening night, which is July 25th, and Festival Village, but we wanted you to meet him before. So Neil, how happy are you to be named this year honoree?
Surprise. It wasn't something I expected.
No, but you're happy.
Very happy.
Great. I always think give us our flowers while we're living, and we're so happy that this is happening to you too.
Thank you very much.
How long have you been involved in festival?
1974.
Wow, from 1974. So this has been wonderful, and we are so happy that you are the honoree for festival. And we'll see you on the 25th on stage when we present you with your plaque. All right, great.
Penn Lake confirmed that activities will be held in Rowtown, East End, and Carrot Bay. The new chairman took time to encourage persons to support this year's festival in a safe and enjoyable manner in order to make it a success. She also spoke to her desire to see more Virgin Islands culture showcased within the festival activities. A second autopsy conducted on the body of 11-year-old Adriana Young has confirmed the findings of the initial postpartum examination. affirming that there was no evidence of trauma or foul play. Dr. Carol Terry, Chief Medical Examiner of Gwinnett County, Georgia, described the original autopsy as competently and thorough. Young's body was flown to Georgia by her relatives after her tragic death last month, with the family seeking an additional opinion and a fourth autopsy. Despite the embalming process and subsequent decomposition, which limited the forensic value of Dr. Terry's review, she concurred with the original autopsy findings that no trauma was found and there was no signs of struggle or sexual assault. In an interview with journalist Travis Chase, Dr. Terry explained that the second autopsy served largely as a quality control measure, adding that the best autopsy and opportunity to determine the cause of death occurs at the time of the very first autopsy, when decomposition is minimal and before embalming. Though Dr. Terry confirmed there was no evidence of trauma, she stopped short of definitively ruling out drowning as the cause of death. Dr. Terry noted that without the supporting toxicology reports, she would be reluctant, and I quote, to rule drowning out, but she did call for further investigation into the circumstances surrounding Young's death. The tragic incident, which occurred in late April, has drawn widespread attention. Adrian was last seen near a pool at a hotel on the east bank of Esquibel on April 23rd, and her body was found the following morning floating in the pool. While initial reports pointed to drowning as a potential cause, speculation surrounding the child's death has led to increased scrutiny and calls for a thorough investigation. A new COVID-19 variant, MB181, is spreading in the US and internationally following a surge in cases in China. Although currently not included in the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention federal tracking dashboard, the variant has been detected in several U.S. states, including New York, California, Arizona, Ohio, and Rhode Island. Health experts are closely monitoring its spread due to a significant increase in prevalence globally from March to April of 2025. Now, the World Health Organization has designed and described MB181 as a variant under monitoring due to its increasing prevalence within 22 countries. While it is still relatively low in a number of the U.S. states, the variant has been linked to a rise in hospitalizations and emergency rooms, as well as visitation in countries where it has become more widespread. The World Health Organization noted that despite an uptick in cases, current data does not show that the variant causes more severe illnesses compared to other circulating variants. The public health risk, said in an official comment, posed by this variant is evaluated as low at the global level. However, there is evidence suggesting that the variant may be more easily transmitted than previous variants, potentially infecting people more easily due to its ability to bind more tightly to human cells. While there is no evidence suggesting increased severity, the variant's increased transmissibility could lead to higher case numbers, which health experts are watching closely. Fortunately, current COVID-19 vaccines are expected to remain effective against this variant, with continued protection against severe diseases, as well as other hospitalizations and deaths in some instances. That is it for today's News Roundup. Be sure to follow us for your daily news updates at Tweet4Media and Tweet4BVI on Instagram and X, formerly Twitter. I'm Ron Grant. Do have a safe and enjoyable evening, a happy Monday, and welcome to June. Goodbye.